Hi there. We're going to do a Cancer reading and a reading for my character Camilla. And we'll find out a little bit more about who she is. I did a reading for another character, Manel, a Leo, and then I wrote on my blog a story that came from that reading. And I liked that, so I'm going to do it again here. But also, for those Cancers that come here for this reading, what I am finding is that your energy, your narrative, become a part of my characters. So thank you for coming here. I have an idea of Camilla. She appears in the Aeneid, an amazing, heroic warrior, Volscian of Italy, and defends Italy with the indigenous Volscians against the founding of Rome, against the Trojans led by Aeneas. And she dies a very gorgeous and tragic death. And she's a favorite of the goddess Artemis. And there's a story there, but I'll try not to bore you with all that at the moment. If it comes up, it comes up. So I've shuffled the Oracle, Queen of the Moon Oracle. Seemed appropriate for Cancers who are under the moon, and we have a full moon in Cancer coming at the end of the month. Let's see what the Oracle says. Well, patience. This is a I think of that little French silent film when I was a kid with the red balloon here. This blonde person that's looking through this portal to another world. Let's look at this. Patience here, 36. Let's see. Green corn moon, patience. Enjoy the journey, not just the destination. The time has come to learn patience and avoid the lure of instant gratification. Slow down, take your time, things are happening. You just can't see it yet. Be loving and patient with your body. I take my time to enjoy the journey. So that is our message from the Oracle for you, Cancer. And on the bottom we get abundance, the hunter moon. Okay. I'm going to just use the Waite Smith, the traditional famous tarot here, to lay a basic 7-card spread. And I'm going to do it quick. I'm going to do it, just lay it out, and then we will look at it and clarify once it's all laid out here. So I've shuffled. I'm going to just shuffle again and ask, what does Cancer need to know about this journey? Enjoying the journey that you're on. Patience. I think we all need patience in this time. We're waiting for the world to open back up to us. It feels a bit closed in and dark and winter. Although I've definitely been finding that going out under the moon here, where I live, is a beautiful practice that has been sustaining me. So if you can do that, Cancer, you are of the moon. Okay, 7 cards for Cancer. We get an Ace of Wands for the past, 8 of Swords for the present. Queen of Cups as a hidden influence. 3 of Wands, that's you. People around you, 9 of Pentacles. Advice, the Magician. And the future, 3 of Cups. Okay, so in the recent past, you had like a new idea. You were excited about it. Ace of Wands. New beginning. Willpower, lots of creativity and passion here. A new something in the recent past. We'll clarify. Currently, you feel trapped. You're in the 8 of Swords. It's up in your head state, but it's a kind of idea that you're trapped and it's not true. You are actually free. So this is a perspective that you're in. This may be why patience is the advice that you're being given here. Hidden influences, the Queen of Cups. So you are the Queen of Cups, Cancer. And I'm not sure what this means, but there is some, perhaps you are feeling away from yourself in this trapped sensation here. My cat thinks it's time for me to feed her. It gets earlier and earlier every day. Now you are appearing here waiting for something that you have manifested to come in. You're looking out, waiting. This again, it takes patience. Remember in the recent past you had an Ace of Wands, and then that manifests into a state of waiting for whatever to come in, some traveler. The person or people in your life, they're stable, solitary, comfortable in their home. And your advice is the Magician. The Magician knows that they have all the tools. They're a good manifester. So we see advice having to do with manifestation. The process of manifestation that involves patience is that you envision, you declare the vision, and then you let go. You let it come in its time. And in the future, we see celebration, togetherness, friendship, can be reconciliation here. So we have a person who is, I'd say you're feeling impatient because you had this great idea. You're excited, you're motivated. You know, the card of Cancer is the Chariot, and that is a card, your cardinal sign. This can be like this feeling of momentum in you, but of also being paused here. And that comes forward to us here in the Eight of Swords, which is you feel trapped, but you are not. And there's some kind of hidden emotional depth and receptivity here. Perhaps that is what you're not seeing when you're in the Eight of Swords. Maybe because you're looking out for something outside of you, when in fact you have everything inside of you. This is reflected in the people around you, people who are, this Nine of Pentacles is, she's quite comfortable solitary, she's quite comfortable at home, she has everything she needs. And yet you are asked to consider the Magician as your advice. So we'll find out more about that. Let's clarify these cards. Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands. Okay, you get an Eight of Pentacles. So this is a new skill that you recently began to develop in the past as a result of this Ace of Wands. You also have a Three of Swords. There's some sensation of betrayal, of loss, of abandonment in the recent past. And an Ace of Cauldron. So a beginning here that is of the heart and of the passions. But also some betrayal. Yeah. Your past is full of new beginning and of loss and of grief and of coming to terms with that grief. And I would say that the tension could be between the feels, the emotions, the Ace of Cups, that kind of resolving that sense of loss, and also this new idea, this creative artistic endeavor that is represented by the Ace of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles, where you learn a new skill in a determined, hardworking, very 3D practice. Okay. It's interesting because the character that I have envisioned here for Camilla is a Cancer, but she's also her moon in Taurus. So there's this tension between the feelings, the water and the earth in the character. And then on the outside, she is all fire. She is Aries. All right, well, let's just see. Let's see. In the present, Eight of Swords, you feel trapped, but that is just your perspective. So what else? We get karma. This is judgment. So let's keep looking. Strength, self-control, and 10 of Rods. Put your job card. Yeah, so you're working really hard. You're kind of suppressing your desires, your animal nature, your cravings. You're working so hard, but really it's time to be done with that. The 10 of Rods is the end of the job. It's become a burden. It's no longer giving you joy. You have a new idea in the recent past. I can't imagine that it's already developed into that 10 of Rods. But what I see here is a person who feels in her or their or his head that they're committed, that there's some kind of karmic trap here, that you know, something in a past life or in this life, earlier in your life, has got you into a situation where you have to put in the work and exert your strength, right? Control your animal nature, right? So this is you suppressing your real desires, maybe. Working your butt off. And the feeling is that this is karmic, right? This has to do with, in this card, clear sense of cycles of life. Yeah, so this is your head trip. And you feel like you're paying some kind of karmic debt back here for something earlier in this life or in a past life. Very much, I can feel that kind of earthy determination, but the way that it's mixed with fire. And this is simply a story that you have told yourself, that you're telling yourself right now. So hidden influence is the Queen of Cups, is you. So somewhere you're in opposition, I feel, to yourself and to your true desires at the moment. But you are present in the background, like you haven't gone away. You haven't managed to completely press down whatever your true self is, that perhaps was represented in the recent past by the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cauldrons. Let's see. Interesting. The Queen of Cups. We also get your counterpart, the King of Cups. The Knight of Swords. Truth. Anger. Now we're in an emotional realm here. There's lots of feelings that are influencing you here that I feel like you're not letting out. The Two of Swords. And there's a kind of decision. So I think this happens a lot. Like, because you're pressing down, you know, what feels to you like animal urges, like lower base instincts. You know, you're working really hard to do this. You feel in the Eight of Swords about it, like there's a certain nobility here in this trap. And you've repressed yourself. Like this Queen of Cups, like usually the Queen of Cups is quite open. She talks about her feelings. She understands and knows her feelings. But this one feels very passive, and she's got the lid on her cup, right? So unlike how I normally see a Queen of Cups as open, she seems inward here. And that's how the King of Cups is too. This is a fixed sign. This could be Scorpio in your life. There's a connection, there's a match here. I also see this character, Camilla, showing up in other readings as this kind of pissed off knight, this Knight of Swords. And she does happen to be a rageaholic in my fiction. Like, she has trouble controlling her temper. And she can be quite violent in some forms that she takes in the books here. In the present, in the blog, I'm not sure. That's why I'm doing these cards. But we do see this Two of Swords here in this deck, this decision as a kind of inner conflict, perhaps between this truth-bringing anger and this very clamped down emotional, when you go in your shell, Cancer, and you shut out the world, this seems very much like that. The ocean is disturbed. The lid is on the cup. And she is keeping her feelings to herself right now. And she is a maternal figure in the deck. But here with her partner, the King of Cauldrons, this emphasizes this keeping your feelings to yourself right now. And that's perhaps this patience that is surrounding this reading here. So let's look at you. You're appearing here waiting for something that you've manifested to come in. It could just be the end of isolation and shelter in place. This may be why you feel like you must be in strength in this 10 of Rods, like you're just getting through. It feels like you're trapped. I don't know why it feels like karma, like in some way that you deserve this. That's up to you to know, I think. I don't really see that. I see a Three of Swords in your past. Like, you could be the one that was the betrayer in this three. The person that broke somebody's heart in the past, and so now you feel that you can't do that again, like you've changed and you've got that urge under control. It doesn't feel natural to you to be where you are. So you're waiting for something, perhaps the fruits of your labor here from this. You had a new idea, you worked on it, you learned a new skill, something is going to come in as a result of that. And you're looking across the ocean to another land here. You're expecting something to come to you, though. At least that's what the Three of Wands looks like here. Okay, what else? You appear here again. This is a card of healing. I'm seeing this as a card of being trapped, protected. It's a Four of Swords. It's a healing card. You go alone to heal. I really see the walls here. Yeah. Secondly, there you are, the Empress. This is you in your full natural maternal state. This woman is nursing. She's pregnant. The land, the earth are represented by this abundance that she oversees. I think of this character Camilla is very maternal, but in a strange way, like in a way that is not obviously maternal. Right? There's a fierceness to her, like this kind of fierceness. This Seven of Rods here, the resistor, very passionate. That's the Aries resistant part of this character, and of you, it would appear, Cancer. So you're waiting. You feel trapped. I even see that there's a mix of, while I'm waiting, I'm resisting anything from the outside. I'm waiting for something from the outside, but I'm also resistant to it. This might be because of this karmic deal that you feel like you're trapped in. I see her waiting. She's just waiting for something to happen. It's almost like when you watch TV, because you're just like passing time, that I see in that Empress. People in your life, the Nine of Pentacles. People or person, someone completely happy, solitary in their home. This could be another side of you. I often see the Nine of Pentacles as associated with this character. She's unreachable for most of the other characters in my little fiction here. Okay, what else? Nine of Cauldrons, fulfilled again. Personal, individual fulfillment. Queen of Rods. Very passionate, sexy person. Can be a bit of a drama queen. This Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cauldrons. What else? High Priestess. Wow, this person is really something. And she is like you, or they are like you. You know, this High Priestess and the Empress, they're both really natural, comfortable in the natural world. You know, I think this is the character Gallia, who is the best friend of Camilla, what I'm writing. You know, she's, I don't know. But you have somebody in your life who is complete on her own or his own, is passionate, creative. You know, you have this Ace of Wands recently. You are also quite fiery and passionate and creative and powerful. And you have a friend here, or it could be a man, could be a, non-binary, could be a trans person. It doesn't matter gender-wise. But this person is has a feminine power, that yin power of intuition. This is how you are as well, comfortable, born, guided by the moon. And your friend is the same. You are advised here with the card, the Magician. So let's see. Magician, sometimes to me it just means like, and it's opposite the Eight of Swords in this spread. So like you feel trapped, but in fact, know that you have all the tools. You're the Magician. You're very powerful. You're capable of manifesting. But let's see, what else do the cards tell us about this Magician? Three of Pentacles. This is about collaborating creatively with others. To me, it goes very nicely with an Ace of Wands. When you have a friend who's a Queen of Wands, you guys both have this Empress, High Priestess. So this person could be someone that you can collaborate with. What else? Another Ace of Wands. So this seems to be related to that starting point here in the narrative, that there was a new creative idea or beginning in the recent past, and you're being really told to, like, you feel trapped, but there is something that you can still do here in turning this idea into the 3D, bringing it in. Yeah, and this gets reiterated again with the Four of Rods. The Four of Rods is what you are waiting for. It's the next step here on the journey. Three of Wands or Rods turns into the Four of Rods. This is everything on the surface that's a stable situation. It's very often about a true partnership here of people that are open and equal and have a reciprocal, really great relationship. Can be a friendship, because you have this Nine of Pentacles, who's this High Priestess, Queen of Rods, Nine of Cauldrons person. That may be the one that you're told, being directed here to turning your creative ability to manifest and to make this Four of Rods world for yourself. That was the offer in the recent past. I think you might have turned away from it because you had this Three of Swords. I mean, you had an Ace of Wands, an Ace of Cauldrons, this creative impetus here, the Eight of Pentacles, but this Three of Swords, this betrayal, either yours of someone else or someone had betrayed you, put you in this bind that you're in at the moment, which seems to be against your nature to me. You're very torn. You're torn between your being a deep feeler and your anger, the situation that you're in, and you're just waiting here. I'm being told, don't wait. Make the world that you want to see, whether it's with this person or not. I leave to you. Yeah, something is over, right? So no, something is ended. The world means there's an ending and a new beginning. something has ended, or the ending will come here. So just do the things that you can do while you're seemingly trapped. You can still do a great deal. You have a magician, 3 of Pentacles, Ace of Rods, 4 of Rods. Like, you can really make something. It's false that you are trapped. The result is 3 of Cups. It's friendship, it's reconciliation, it's togetherness. So if you're feeling alone and outside, it's a 2 of Cauldrons, a 2 of Cups. This is friendship. This is also true soulmate connection, an equal give and take. It's very passionate, the Knight of Rods, in your future. And a 6 of Rods, there's victory ahead here. So the future looks, I mean, there is tons of fire in this reading. There's tons of passion. It's no wonder you're being told to be patient and to do what you can while you're stuck. You know, you can do a lot while you're stuck. And maybe you're stuck with this 9 of Pentacles, who's like a great collaborator for you and is very much your kindred spirit, this 2 of Cauldrons. Or this is somebody new coming in as a result of you taking this original offer of an Ace of Wands. It came with an Ace of Cauldrons. It results in a 2 of Cauldrons by the end of this reading, the future here. Yeah, so this is a soulmate connection. I don't know why I keep seeing this all over in all the readings I'm doing. It's passionate. Yeah, there's victory in it. There's creativity. There's, you know, a really cool high priestess connection with an empress. And yeah, I guess the one question I have is like whether you're going to agree that you're trapped and stay trapped because you made some kind of karmic fuck up in the past and you know, therefore this is what you deserve, or if you're going to decide, you know, to be your true self and to follow that, whatever that is. You have been advised to know that you have the opposite of an 8 of Swords. You have all the power that you could possibly want to make the world that you want with a true soulmate, whether you're with them or not already, or they're in your future, or that soulmate is a work relationship or a best friend. The 3 of Cups suggests that you are also friends. And because the 3 of Swords is in the past and there's reconciliation in the future, you know, if there's a possibility that this person that you were involved in this 3 of Swords and this betrayal, where you rejected the offer, perhaps, of the Ace of Cauldrons and the Ace of Wands with them, you know, there is a possibility of reconciliation with them in the future, should you want that. All right, interesting story. I'm sorry you feel trapped, but be patient. Do the things you can do, and more will be revealed.